What is up, everyone, and welcome to an ADSplayCards early look at the Raging Tempest booster pack that will be released date, October 8th, 2016, and coming to the TCG in February 24th, 2017. Got some time before it comes to the TCG. Now, this is the first early look video that I'm doing on ADSplayCards since brought since I got the channel live. Um, a lot of you may wonder where I've been, what I've been doing. I've basically been trying to get the Yu-Gi-Oh content on its own channel. And you see, I got the banners and everything up, get everything right, and we're gonna get things back into the way that they need to be. Because I know a lot of y'all miss my Yu-Gi-Oh content and the way that I used to do it. Because let's be honest, nobody else on YouTube is doing the content in the manner that I used to do them in. Nobody did it. Nobody. Nobody had, not to toot my own horn, but seriously, nobody did it. But that's neither here nor there. I'm back and I have all the time in the world right now, so I figured I'd do a booster pack review, or an early look at a booster pack that will be coming out soon. So first, let's take a look at the features. So we have cards coming in. Oh, and by the way, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a long time. Some of you may know about my hiatus, and I don't know about a lot of the new archetypes that's out. So if I seem a little bit lost or I may not know what this may go with, like I normally would do, in, back in a few years ago when I was into the game and I was heavily into it and I knew about everything that was coming out, I could tell you that, oh, okay, this is good for this and this is good for that. And I can go in depth as to why it was good. This time around, not so much. So this is just an early look at what we're getting. May not be in depth as I once was, but I will go back and review other booster packs, that came before this, just to try to catch up on everything. So booster pack Raging Tempest includes support for the ancient gears. Crazy. Ancient gear. I don't know if they had any recent support in previous booster packs prior to this. In booster packs prior to this, it's good that they're getting some support now, which I shouldn't be surprised because Konami has had this habit of trying to revive older archetypes that kind of were like left for dead in like the first era of Yu-Gi-Oh! And even like the second era. So they're trying to bring some new life to them. So that's a good thing. On the Blackluster Soldiers, I don't know what else they could have possibly did to those. So that's going to be new. The Cipher archetype, that must have been like one of the newer ones that they're adding new support to because they're not labeling it as a new one in this booster pack. The same thing with the Crystron, the Cyber. Oh, so they brought the Cyber Angels as an actual archetype. I did an anime only archetype review years ago. And the fact that they're actually making well, they only had one Cyber Angel at the time. I think it was like Cyber Angel, like Skater. I don't remember the name of the card, so forgive me. But yeah, to think they actually made it into well, I'm not surprised again. So yeah, so Galaxy Eyes, of course, Magicians, of course, Odd Eyes, of course, Former Pals, of course, Rank Up Magic. I don't know why they're still making Rank Up Magic cards. I don't know why. Ritual Beast. Is that an archetype? I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some archetype reviews to try to get up to date on some of these archetypes, man, because I'm lost. Uh, the Shiranui and the Super Quaint. What the fuck? What the hell? The Super Quaint archetype. That's a real archetype. That's gonna be. I'm curious to see what that is. Um, they got the Virus series. Um, I'm assuming that's like the Virus card, like Dark Virus or like Deck Destruction Virus, things like that. And introduces the Wind Witch archetype and the E Spirit archetype, or the S Spirit, the Esprit archetype. Um, and introduces the first support for the Pendulum Dragon archetype. So let's see what they have right now at the moment. Uh, so I had to click on the Japanese tab because of course the Americans don't have it. The TCG doesn't have it. So the first card up, which is I'm assuming Is the matter of fact, what is the cover card monster when I come across it? Odd Eyes Ranging Dragon. Definitely. Let's take a look at everything. This is just a quick look. This is not a review. So I'm just quick glance at what the cards look like, not necessarily reading the card text or anything like that. Um, Sin Dragon Magician. Why does this look like? Why does this look like an upgraded Gaga Magician? That's what that looks like. It looks like upgraded Gaga Magician. Got a pendulum scale of 2, a level of 7. So I can see some rank 7s happen with this thing. um, I forgot what the highest number of the pendulum scales they did. Like I know they didn't go any lower than 2. Um, I think with the exception of either Kepler or Galileo. I know one of them because I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a long time, but I remember one of them um had the effect. Well, I don't know if it was one of them or like both of them. I think one of them uh was able to like lower their scale after every standby phase, and one of them raised their pendulum scale after every standby phase by 2. Um, I don't necessarily know which one it was. I think it was Kepler, but nevertheless, I don't know if it went all the way down to 1. But with the exception of that effect, just normally, the pendulum scales like they don't go any lower than 2, and I think they don't go higher than 9, or maybe they don't go any higher than 10. I don't remember. Um, yeah, I can see some exceed some of that's happening with that. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of combos being done with it, considering that's part of the magician archetype. So just gonna see what they do with that. Speedroid on. Okay, okay, okay. Tell me, why does this look like? Um, for whatever reason, this reminds me of. It was a mech. It was actually a Zord off of Power Rangers in Space, and I forgot what they call it. Either it could have been like the Mega Voyager or something like that, and like they had like the main body, which was like the Red Ranger Zord, um, and it had like its own Zord form. I forgot what it was called, but let me check the like the trivia. I'm wondering if it was inspired off of that. Let me see. I think it was. Name is Portman Omake. Means bonus, just like how this card adds a bonus. Wings, coach. Maybe, I guess not. It reminds me of that. Yeah, let me check that real quick, because I know for a fact I know. Um, I want you guys to see what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, that's it right there. The Mega, what is it called? Mega V1. That's what this reminded me of. That's it right there. Tell me that doesn't look like that a little bit. That kind of looks like it just kind of reminded me of it. That's what I was thinking about. All right, so we have that. You got Speedroid Bamboo, and it looks like a horse with 2 legs that's shooting. Never mind. It looks like a horse with 2 legs that's shooting its dash out its bum. I don't know what the hell's going on. Win level 4, attack and defense 1100. Normally with cards like that, they normally have like some type of hand trap effect going on with them, or they normally have some type of effect to where they aid other monsters. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if it had like a protection type of effect because it's got a trigger ignition and a condition. Pretty sure there's some drawbacks for using it, but those drawbacks, or what would normally be a drawback, may end up being like a positive for the archetype that it's supporting. So it's gonna be interesting to see that. So the first of the new archetype, the Wind Witch Ice Bell, who's of course looking like she belongs in a porn video. Um, level 3 spellcasters, those always spell danger. Any low level like spellcaster monster, especially in this new era of archetypes and what have you, like they always ended up being dangerous when used properly. And I can't see this being any different. You know, they like I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in so long, in like pretty much like a year or two, year and a half. So I missed a lot of booster packs that have been released, and I missed out on like a lot of updates to a lot of cards and like strategies that may be getting used now. But the thing is, there's always this common theme with Konami. It's like, for example, every archetype, pretty much, nearly every archetype has like a searcher. Um, you know, monsters with like zero attack are like very dangerous. You know, low level witches or like, excuse me, like low level spellcaster monsters always end up giving you like the most trouble in like a tight spot. And I'm pretty sure this isn't any different. So yeah, next up we got Wind Witch Snowbell. This is a tuner monster. So of course this is going towards a synchro. I don't know if there's going to be any restrictions as to what it could be used with. They probably maybe they're going to limit it only to um the archetype, or maybe they're going to limit it only to like wind monsters, or maybe even only spellcaster type monsters, or maybe even only wind spellcaster type monsters. You know what I mean? Because they have some archetypes that actually are they have some tuners that are very um specific as to which monsters you can summon with it. So I don't know if this is going to be another case of that or not. But level one tuners are also like something that people need to watch out for. Whether you want to use them or not. All level one tuner monsters end up being ridiculous unless it was a normal spellcaster type monster. Even then, it was something that you could always use. Now we have Cipher as Stranger, each Stranger. Um, we have a level. Okay, so here are the telltale sign that this card is going to be fucking badass. One, it is a light attribute. Light attribute monsters are dangerous. Two, spellcaster. Spellcasters are very tricky with the spell cards that they can use. So this archetype, I'm pretty sure, is going to have some spell cards that are going to support it. Um, Three, it's a level one monster. Level one monsters are always like that ace in the hole. And since this one isn't a tuner, or it looks like it's not going to contribute to like, I wouldn't say it wouldn't contribute to an Exceed Summon because I don't know if they're going to have any Exceed monsters for this archetype since they're doing like fusion monsters and synchro pendulum. I don't know what they're going to do for this archetype, but if there's Exceeds in there, then I can't see how this won't contribute to it. Maybe it has like some level manipulation where it can turn itself into like a level 5 or level 6 or something, you know? And then the last telltale sign that this card is very dangerous is that it has zero attack and defense. So this isn't a monster that you're just going to throw out on the field unless it has like some type of protection. It has an ignition, a trigger, and a condition behind it. So those are telltale signs that this is going to be like the main card that you're going to use in the archetype. So I'm not I'm not tripping on that. That's going to be a dangerous card for the archetype. Ancient Gear Hunting Ground, one of the newer ancient gear monsters that they have in Yu-Gi-Oh. Um, interesting that they decided to put more ancient gear monsters out there. Because I know Arc 5 was more so of like trying to shine light on older archetypes and older you know, monsters from past Yu-Gi-Oh series, archetypes from past Yu-Gi-Oh series. So I'm not surprised they got it, but I'm wondering what else they're gonna do. And are these new ancient gears going to that same motif where, when they attack, they don't pretty much have nothing to worry about, as far as like spell and trap cards. That's kind of like the thing. When an ancient gear monster attacks, their opponent can't activate any spells or traps during the time they're attacking. It'll be something that they gave them like a complete defense motif. And what I mean by that is like when they attack, the opponent can't activate any spells or traps or monster effects. That'll be some crazy shit. I don't think they will make the ancient gears that overpowered. They want to revive them. They don't want to make them powerful. Then again, we've seen that in the past. I've seen it. I can't remember which archetype got that boost. I don't know if it was the elemental heroes or what was the elemental dragons or something like that, where they just made them like invincible when they were attacking. But yeah, I'm not really pondering on that too much. Next up, we got the Crystron, um, Ryan. Why does this guy look like Why does this guy look like Metal Sonic? Kind of looks like Metal Sonic. Let me you can read that if you want to. My eyes aren't going on it until I review it. I can't even. This guy looks like a Metal Sonic. He looks cool though. I don't know. This may be I mean, just based on the look, the archetype may be something I might check out when I start doing, like when I start playing the game again. But yeah, they most definitely are something special looking. They look dangerous. Um, so we got Crystron or Crystron. Uh, Sulfanier or Sulfafnir. Um, Obviously that's named after like a Norse mythology creature. Like I remember seeing it, like, when I read up when I was like heavy into like Norse mythology and like Greek mythology and things like that. I know it's not the same thing. I'm just saying like I was into like mythological creatures at one point in my life, and I was heavy into it. And this came from Norse mythology. I still am heavy into it to this day. I'm not gonna lie. It intrigues me. Yeah, it's a machine. First of all, water machine. You don't see too many of those, or I haven't. Maybe they released them in like past booster packs. Um, you know, prior to my hiatus. Well, after my hiatus, I should say, or the ones that like a few that came after Rage and Tempest. That's '05. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. That one kind of I don't know, but it has my attention. I don't know. I guess it's the card artwork. Maybe it's the name. I don't know what it is. Next up, we have Sprit Bird Kanagi Suru. That's a Japanese name for something. I remember Kanagi. That I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know it comes from like Japanese folklore. Um, and there's no trivia, so never mind. Uh, oh, so that's what they mean by the ritual beast. Oh, I For whatever reason, I thought like the ritual beast was something different. Like I don't know, like I forgot they had like the spirit at the ritual, like it's all a part of the same. Like I forgot. That's just how long I've been out of Yu-Gi. I don't remember a lot of this stuff in my ignorance. And what do we have here? In psychic level 4, so you can't use emergency teleport on it. And emergency teleport got nerfed. Um, well, not necessarily nerfed, but got limited. Uh, yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I can't really say this card, but I want to say that this card had something to do with emergency teleport getting limited. Maybe it was something that was out before this card was, revealed. I don't know, but I know they got rid of it to, slow down some psychics, considering that that's the only card that you really use it for. But I don't know if it was like a strategy or like a broken, overpowered build, because there's always one or two in Yu-Gi-Oh in every era. You know what I mean? Every time, it's like some type of thing going on where they just make several cards that you can just put together, and the deck is just so overpowered and ridiculous that it makes you want to stop playing the game for a while. Kind of what I went through. You know, it's just like I know why they put it out, but like why do you do it? You know what I mean? One of those things. I can only imagine what they're gonna do with that. I'm sure they're gonna have some new spirituals coming out like that. Linda, kinda. I don't know. Got a spirit. That tickles my fancy. I like the spirits. I have, a few I want no Kami. Aqua Spirit. Hmm. Yeah, I got nothing. It has a summon effect and two. So it'd be something if they made a spirit monster that can get monsters. I don't know if they from like the I don't know, like did the spirit monsters have something? I don't know, because I know they had like one big drawback. It wasn't like they, return to the hand at the end phase. I don't know. I don't know if it was like you couldn't get them from the graveyard or couldn't get them from the move from play zone. Yeah, that's how you know I'm real old school. I still call the banish zone removed from play. It's a habit. I don't. Yeah, like I can't really think um what it was. I don't know. Like I'm gonna have to look into them, but I knew they had like one big drawback. Like once they got destroyed, like it was like very little you could do with them after that. So I don't know if they're trying to use this monster as like a way to do that. As a summoning, effect. It could be kind of curious. That is stuff. Quite a bit, quite a bit. We're looking at a lot. We're looking at a lot. All right. So time I come to this website, slower than all the ads that they have all around it. Not a great. All right. Cyber Angel. That's a Taya. Oh, and I know I normally have like background music, but I have no confidence in this headphones mic, so it will probably drown out my voice. Nice to hear me. All right, so we got a fusion cyber angel. I don't think this one was in an anime, or at least not in like the original anime where the cyber angels were first introduced. I should say. don't remember seeing this one in up in Yu-Gi-Oh GX. But okay, this card may be dangerous as well. Being a ritual monster, obviously you got to get something up. But I can see this going towards something. I can see this going maybe it's like right there. Like it tells me, just by looking at the card effect types. Summoning effect, trigger, trigger. So I'm wondering if this is an effect where like it triggers. Well, since the summon effect is like the first effect there, on the website, like they put the effect types in order. So first she has like a summoning effect that's at like the top of the paragraph, then it's a trigger effect, another trigger effect after that, and then they have the next an ignition effect. Not necessarily back to back. You gotta pick and choose. Um, or they may have something to where you won't be able to use all of them in one go. That's normally how that works. It's funny that they call them machine angel or you use machine angel ritual to bring it out, but it's considered a fairy. Logic, man. Logic. Got another Esprit Jaco. Card is itty bitty right here. Is a ritual monster. Um, I don't even have its all its information out yet. Still got a little bit of time before shouldn't be that much longer. And calling. I don't really know what to say about it because you can barely see the card. Oh, this is a ritual monster that's I never thought I'd see the data like that. Wonder if they. Okay, so here's my thing. Wonder if they're gonna have a card for this that keeps them on the field. Because it seems kind of a waste. Okay, with a monster, you have to give up, like a couple monsters. You have to give up some monsters in order to get it on the field, right? So I'm assuming monsters cards being monsters attacking defense being 3,000, 2,500, effectively, I would assume that this artifact would have a card that allowed it to, allowed you to keep spirit monsters on the field, or at least like the monsters that are labeled as spirit monsters on the field. I know all of them aren't spirit. I find it hard to believe that you would do all that work to get it on the field just to have it bounce back to your hand. You know what I mean? I just don't see it making any sense to do that. Or maybe there's like a burn effect that happens when it bounces back to your hand, or maybe you bounce some of your opponent's cards back to their hand, or maybe you prevent something from happening. I don't know, but if it's like I don't know if they changed these spirits up from like the traditional spirit motif, where they're on the field for that one turn and then they bounce back to your hand unless you have that I forgot what the name of it. I think it was called Spirit Calling Machine. That spell card that allowed you to keep the spirits like they don't bounce back to your hand at the end phase, at the end of your turn, like they normally do. I don't know if they have something like that that's going to prevent this from bouncing back to your hand, or I don't know if they're changing the motif of them for the sake of this card, which I doubt. To where it has like its own effect to where it can remain on the field. I don't know. It's not labeled as a condition, so I don't know. Um, I just don't know. I'll be interested in that card though. Definitely. That brave eyes all I'm gonna say about this is odd eyes, pendulum dragon, armor, armor. Eyes and rune eyes, pendulum dragon. Nope, they gotta get a brave eyes. You know, they have to cover every eye type in the blue eyes, then with red eyes. We had like the galaxy eyes. You know, we have oh, odd eyes. Then we have rune eyes. Then we have beast eyes. Now we got brave eyes. Like what they gonna come up with next? You know, sound like what? Like what? Please tell me, 'cause I don't know. I don't know, like wind eyes or fucking cloud eyes. You know what? Cloud eyes may actually be a thing that they do, and I want you to mark my words on that. I feel like cloud eyes is actually going to be something that they do on down the line. They may make that into an actual archetype. The Cloud Eyes Dragons or the Cloud Eyes archetype. I don't. I just got like this weird feeling that that actually may become a thing. Cross our fingers and hope that doesn't happen though. Don't need any more eye monsters. Got enough eyes looking at two gear. Gosh, Johnny. More ancient. And that's something that probably happens when it hits the field. Permanent condition. No, rest of are continuous. I'm actually eager to see what this does as well. Oh man, I'm gonna have fun doing a lot of this. Man, man, mm, that looks ridiculous. I'm gonna use. Oh, what type of scout boy? They're really trying to beat them up. More ancient gear monsters and hard to do. I wonder if you have to. You know what? I'm wondering if you just send them to the from your hand to the grave. I don't know if they're gonna have their own, fusion spell card, which they may. I mean, since they're trying to revive them, I wouldn't be surprised if they shine some new light by giving them their own fusion spell card, because that's what they normally do. Like they did it for the like the Gem Knights, right? And they did it for Elemental Heroes. And they did it for um the Shadows. Um, those a couple of I think they did it for Burning Abyss. I'm not sure if they did it. I know the Burning Abyss did have a fusion, another version of Dante. I know for a fact that the rest of them have them. Double arms. I can only assume should not be surprised. I would assume it's going to be something surprising. Have a quick effect on it. I don't know. Next up, Super Nine Ninja Chino. Heavy Samurai Ninja. Heavy Samurai. Um, uh, I know sometimes the artwork kind of corresponds to what the have like a has has now we have cover card. Man, hard to do. Kind of looks like some of the orange not symbiote, walkers. I think seven. Like I don't know if it was a dragon or what that other pendulum monster was. That it was an pendulum monster. So that this can do what that card did in terms of like you have to summon it, then you have to put it in the monster that's in your place. Then it probably has effects that go with it. Uh, maybe that's like a new archetype. Oh, oh, no. Or maybe they have that special effect they normally do. I'm wondering if so it has an effect that keeps the car and has an ignition effect on top of that. 500 attack, always have that high of an attack pretty much are I wouldn't say they're nearly unbeatable, but they have tricks up their sleeve, support cards or their own effects. Have some somewhat difficult to get off the field, and I'm pretty sure that all that armor and all that there isn't just shooting. Is this any different than Angel? Um, or I don't think it. I'm, I am curious as to why they had Power Angels. I'm wondering why they felt like imagine what the hell. Like, I mean, here's the thing with most of these rank up magic cards though. They end up being useless or not just just unneeded. I mean, tell me online, how many rank up magic cards do they have? And how many rank up? Like, I still haven't seen anybody use rank up magic. What's the name of it? Thousand Arms or like thousand? I don't know. Like, still haven't used that. There's no need. Like it's simpler stuff out there. The conditions to use from what I can remember. But again, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a long time, so don't ask. But I don't remember a lot a lot of these rank up magic cards being helpful or even being useful or needed for that matter. So this could just be another case of that. I mean, I would hope they changed changed their ways a little bit, Konami, and actually made some use out of making uh, archetype specific rank up magic cards. But the last couple that, well, I guess they're only used for bosses anyway. But still, you know, um, Fallen Esprit or Esprit, I don't know how they pronounce this. Esprit, Esprit, I don't know. But that's it, man. Everybody looks like a dinner table almost. Great power spot, almost looks like an attack boost type of card. Maybe they gain some effects from it. See three feathers right there. I don't know if that's it's three. Triangle. Naughty. Naughty. I'm willing to bet anything that it has something to do with like raising attack or something. I don't. Next up we got Super Quintal. Oh, and this is the archetype that I was interested in. Super Quintal, like quaint. Super Quintal. What the hell is this? How does this look like the war? I don't know. Kind of like something like that. I can't remember the name of or like the Yamamas. Dude, it's been so long since I've seen Megas. Was there activation probably need well, judging by the artwork, it looks like probably sacrifice one of the monsters to activate maybe an effect or something like that, like a burn effect. About a trail they got left. It's almost like they're playing volleyball. back. Money. Sure, that's something along the lines. Trap card. Um, well, since it's like light passing through, maybe it has something. Maybe it has something to do with being able to bypass monsters and like normal trap cards allows you to bypass uh opponent's monsters and attack them like maybe it has something to do with that normal trap card only wants you. I have no clue. Gear Reborn. Wow. Wow. Kind of self-explanatory. I'm pretty much. It has an effect specified. Much self-explanatory. Pretty much like from what it's looking like, it's a call and a haunting for the. That's all it is. If you, I said it's call and a haunting. Call and a haunting is a trap card that acts as like an anchor for whatever monster you revive. Call and a haunting gets destroyed. That monster, if it's still on the field, but getting back to the graveyard. I don't know if this is just a continuous spell card to where after a certain conditions are met, um, continuously summon call and a haunting to gears. I think it is. Either that or non monster protection spirits. It looks like it's going to go to a couple of them unless they actually spirit monsters, normal spirit main deck into the archetype. Um, Unless they do that, I can't really see it too helpful. Which I think they're going to add like some spirit monsters, non-rituals to the that you can get more use out of this because I think this is going to go towards like I mean, as the name implies, healing. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to be something along the lines of you being able to gain life points. I think Shiranui style reincarnation. Does that something to do with Monster Reborning? Monster Reborning. That you guys can read. Let's see. Text it. Maybe when this card is on the field, like if a monster dies, you'll be able to um bring another one out. I don't know. I ain't got. I got like 10 minutes left, so I gotta. The only reason why it's going as slow as it is, one because of the talking. Two, main reason is shadow spray. Of course, there's a cost for it. I wouldn't be surprised that you got to sacrifice a monster or some life points. Or, I would hate to think that you got to get rid of every card on your side of the field. That'd be some dumbass shit. Or maybe you got to send cards from your deck to your most sensible things for these virus archetypes is that either you would have to tribute a monster, um, would have to send cards from your deck to your either be from the top or maybe like the bottom of it. I don't really know. Um, I don't know. I wonder why after now all this time. I don't know if they have like some cards that ever had a face extremely hard back. So that's the hype. I can't remember what was the last booster pack that got me hyped for Dream of it by heart. But one, I think it was Turn of the Duelist one. That was the one. That one was actually I liked it a lot. Happy to at a time when you elements for them. You know, this has nothing to do with the video. Like actually trying to campaign for the elements of the game. No. Honestly think Stratos might come like excuse me. Guys that, about this little time. And I will be doing, past archetypes that I've missed. You guys should stay tuned for that. All the cards that they have right now, I'm gonna do my reviews on them. So stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoyed this early look